Hi Virgo and Virgo rising. Here is your horoscope for March 2025. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, get ready for some massive change this month. This is a month that's going to set the wheels in motion for the next 6 to 9 months, up to a year. This is because we have a very powerful lunar eclipse that's going to light up your first house of identity and self. And it's a total lunar eclipse, which means something about your life is going to dramatically change this year. It could be anything from a move, change of physical appearance, change of your friendships, your relationships, all of that stuff. Now, it's probably already begun, but this month it emphasizes it even more. The problem this month that we're all going to have is that there's a lot of confusion in the mix because your ruler Mercury is going to go retrograde and Venus is going to go retrograde. And we're going to have both of these simultaneously retrograde at the same time. So there's this confusion, push and pull going on because of the energies that are coming in. Now, at the end of the month, we have a solar eclipse that's going to be in Aries. That's going to light up this 8th house of deep psychological transformation. And we have Neptune finally leaving your 7th house and going into the 8th house. So there is going to be profound change beginning this month for many of you. So if you're a Virgo rising or a Virgo sun sign, this is a general overview of what the month looks like, okay? Because your birth chart and your birth date is completely different and your alignments are going to be completely different. This just gives you a little bit of an idea of what's coming, okay? So it'll still be accurate, maybe 70-80% accurate for many of you, but you have to look at your own original birth chart if you can, if you know wherever all the placements are. It will definitely be more accurate. And if you don't have a time of birth, that's okay. We use what's called a sun chart, and it's still going to be accurate. And this is considered a sun chart because it puts the sign, whatever the sign is, on the ascendant here, the first house, and everything kind of falls into place. So as we begin the month, we could see here that the Sun, Saturn, Mercury, your ruler, the North Node, what you're striving for, and Neptune are all in Pisces in the 7th house. So this has a lot to do with relationships and other people. So you're socializing, you're interacting, or you're considering new options with people. For instance, maybe some people are leaving your life. Maybe some new people are entering your life. Maybe more spiritual or religious people are entering your life because Pisces represents spirituality and religion. And so with the North Node conjunct Neptune, there could be a major decision to be made with a relationship or several relationships for that matter that have run their course. And so now you're really seriously contemplating this month because the added bonus or the added energy of the lunar eclipse and solar eclipse are really going to motivate you. And so you'll know what to do either by the end of this month or by the middle of April. But this is the month where you will be thinking about every possible scenario and how to make these moves happen, okay? So there's no holding back after this. This is a brand new you that's coming forth that you're going to have to focus your energy on. So as we start off the month here, we have Venus on the very first day, beginning its stationary position before it goes retrograde. So this is Venus in Aries, which is the self, represents the self, and it's in the 8th house of transformation. So once again, you're a little hesitant about moving forward, or you're really concerned about money, financial matters, or investments, because Venus in the 8th house can bring all of that up. And Aries is the self, but because Venus is weakened, it's like, I'm not sure what I want or where I'm going. I'm confused. And this is how we start off the month, unfortunately. Now, Venus will be retrograde all the way till April the 12th. So it will be definitely lingering in the subconscious about what move should I make? Where should I go? Am I going to be able to afford this? How can I make a living? All of this stuff is going to be under this umbrella. Now, Venus also represents partnerships. So obviously, you're thinking about all the people in your life right now. Do I want to leave them? Do I need to move on? Are they good for me? So you're questioning all of it, given all of these planets are in the 7th house of relationships, okay? But there's another matter here that you need to keep in mind. Pluto is going through your 6th house of daily routine. And so it's also suggesting some form of change because of your health, or to improve your health in some way. This major move or life-changing decision that you have to make this month will be profound in the sense that, Virgo's it's an earth sign, so it does not like to rush into anything unless it has to. And so you're going to find yourself this month, kind of scrambling and needing to make a decision. I'm suggesting make the decision towards the end of the month or the beginning of April. Don't beat yourself up and just slowly let things unfold. Now, Mercury, your ruler, goes into Aries. That doesn't help much either, because now Mercury is in a very fiery, get up and go, I'm going to do it now kind of sign. And Aries is very impulsive. And in the 8th house, once again, you might find yourself spending some more money or having important conversations. There's definitely a psychological component to Mercury in Aries. And so you're trying to figure everything out. Your mind is on overload with every possible little detail, because Virgos are all about being oriented. So this is going to ramp things up even more. But on the 15th, Mercury is going to go retrograde. So once again, the universe is playing this little tug of war with all of us. Let's move you forward, but first let's, bring you back down. It's this weird energy that we're all going to be experiencing. Now, here's the total lunar eclipse in Virgo. It's going to happen at 23 degrees of Virgo, and this is opposing the sun, and there's the moon. So this is an emotional attachment that you're needing to let go of, or something to do with a move or a home or a family, a foundation, because the moon represents all that. It's in the first house of identity and self. For too long, you've attached your own identity to, where you live, what your job is, how people see you, and all of that stuff. But now with this lunar eclipse, which is a total lunar eclipse, lunar eclipses bring things to light. They bring in endings. They bring in completions. So this doorway is opening up for many of you in the next 6 months to a year to make a significant change in your life. Now, this could be anything from your motivation, your physical appearance, or, like I said, your home life and your family life. This could absolutely change all of that, really depending on your birth chart. Okay, but I'm just giving you a little bit of a heads up that this is going to be very significant. So keep that in mind. Now, Mercury retrogrades in Aries. Mercury is your ruler. Now we have 2 planets in retrograde here, and they're both, you can see here, Mercury and Venus closely aligned. So now this is where the doubt starts to kick in. This is where the past starts to kick in. This is concerns over financial well-being, physical well-being, psychological well-being, all come into the mix now, because when you have these 2 planets retrograde, we tend to go within and question everything. Am I doing the right thing? Is this what I really want? Am I going to have enough money? Are people going to like me? You see what I'm saying? We go within rather than going without. And so this is a review process. So many of you are going to be going down memory lane. Oh, I used to do this, and I used to live there, and I used to do this, and I used to make this money, I used to make that. And so there is this absolute component to going back into the past. And this will last until the middle of April. So, you want to go down memory lane, that's great, but don't live there. Okay, that's my suggestion. Now, we have the sun entering Aries on the 20th, which it normally does this time of the year in Western astrology. So here we have now the sun bringing a giant spotlight into this 8th house. And so this is what I mean by push and pull, going back and forth. We got these retrograde planets in the 8th house of deep psychological transformation. And then we have the bright sunshine, impulsive Aries energy coming in as well. And so this means, all right, I'm going to do it. And then the next day you're like, I'm not sure. But the sun in Aries is definitely looking for something new. It's a pioneering spirit. It likes to do new things. It likes a new sense of adventure. And so it may, again, propel you forward and give you that confidence and that ability to, push forward into the direction that you want to go in, whether it's your health, whether it's moving, whether it's a financial matter, whether it's relationship oriented. This will absolutely help you. And the sun will continue to move forward as Mercury and Venus come down. They will be conjunct in the next couple of weeks. And so you will have important conversations with others. You will make financial decisions all at the same time from this point forward after March the 20th. Now, Venus retrogrades back into Pisces again on the 27th, right there. And so look at it. It's conjunct Neptune. And this is a confusing time. I don't know if I want to let go of my friends. I don't know where this relationship is going. It was so good. I wish everything is going backwards now. And so this is where this energy gets more confusing. Okay. And so this could be like, an old lover coming back and wanting you again. That kind of energy is what I'm seeing because of Mercury being retrograde. And so we've got a very strong, connection to the seventh house here, which absolutely shows me other people will be involved. Now, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries continues to highlight this eighth house, which is huge because this is the second solar eclipse in Aries in this eighth house. So there's a new you trying to emerge psychologically. There's a new you that's trying to reinvent yourself. And that's what Aries represents. But, Virgos and the earth signs tend to be a little stubborn. And so you guys go kicking and screaming. But this energy is propelling you forward. It's saying, don't be afraid. Let's go. I'll help you. You need to experience something new. And that's what this pioneering spirit with this solar eclipse is going to bring in over the course of the next 6 months to a year. So both eclipses have a doorway of 6 months to a year for you to reinvent yourself psychologically, physically, emotionally. The whole 9 yards is being lit up in these charts. Mercury backtracks into Pisces as well, right there. You see it? It conjuncts the three-way conjunction here with Neptune, Pisces. It's in Pisces with Venus. And so again, we're looking at confusing. I'm not sure. Maybe, okay, let's go back. Let's talk about it. Everything's about the past because there's a fear and a hesitation here. So you're being pushed and pulled, but at the same time, there's a lot of fear and hesitation. So this is the kind of energy that we have until the middle of April. And last but not least, Neptune enters Aries as well. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. And Neptune in Aries tends to dissolve matters. It tends to say, you know what? We need to break free. We need to stop being so afraid. We need to stop the restriction. And I'm going to trust in God. I'm going to trust in my spirit. I'm going to trust in my higher consciousness to move in a new direction. And that's what this Neptune in Aries is going to do for many of you. And so this is the kind of energy we have. It's all focused on relationships, financial matters, and reinventing yourself this month. Okay? So anyway, there you have the brief overview. If you want to know more, I do an extended version of this horoscope in my Inner Circle community. As you can see here, I teach astrology. I do monthly astrology. I do weekly astrology overview. We have Zoom calls every Sunday. People could ask me questions there. They send me their charts, and I will take a look at them and answer a question or two. And then, there's so much to do in the community, and the community is growing, and people enjoy being there, and I'm grateful. So if you consider joining the private community, there's a free 7-day trial if you want to look around, and, do the best you can, Virgo and Virgo rising, and I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.